got Sam a new book, but I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna clean up his room before I give it to him. I'm not complaining about life because life on this planet is not easy for anyone. Sam, I brought you something. You want this wire stripper? Sam likes tools. He likes tools, lighters, stuff like that. Here's an AK-47 he likes. He likes the AK. He likes screwdrivers. He likes this big lighter, right? You want that big lighter? See, he likes the big lighter. Get that too. He likes hand tools. He likes things that humans use. Like this Sharpie marker. He would take this and he would take the cap off, and then he would take this apart, and then there would be ink everywhere. So he can't have a Sharpie marker or any type of pen. He wants to take pens apart and see how they work. So this is his book, but I got to clean up in here. I got to clean up. So I'm sort of killing two birds with one stone. So no offense, Sam. No offense. If he starts asking you to super chat, don't listen to him. You don't have to do that. He's a raven.
Cheapskates.
Sam, apologize to the cheapskates.
They're cheapskate.
I gotta go downstairs and get some water. I gotta drink some water. There's a bone from Bigfoot steak that we had, and he's done with it. Oh, you want this still? He says he still wants it, but he doesn't. It's been on the floor too long, dude. I gotta clean. I gotta bring a trash can in here. It's not too bad. It's not too good either. So I'm gonna go get some water for me, and I'll dump his water. And then any place that he missed, there's a trough down here on the floor. See, this is where he roosts. So there's a gutter on the floor that catches just about all of his poop. People ask, is he housebroken? No, he's a bird. He's not going to do that. He really isn't going to do that. So, but if you know where they roost, with him, you couldn't put newspapers down. You can't do that because he'd go down there and just tear them up. So, but like a parrot, a pigeon. Hi, Remy. Remy's in the room over there. Put her in there. She could be in here. She can. Softbills get along pretty much. She'll keep her distance from Sam, pretty much. There's a pigeon that lives in this room. His name is Hemiwinkle. And he lives with Sam because he's a brute. And he's really into the ladies. So we don't need any pigeon babies. So Hemiwinkle hangs out with Sam a lot. Hemiwinkle is in this hallway here. And he's in the hallway right by the door that Remy and the other girls are in. Because he's hoping he can get in there and, Solar, I saw Solar get on top of Chaga, like within, it was like, they were in a room for about 5 seconds, bam, he was on top of her, doing it. They were doing it. When there's a will, there's a way. So, I'm going to go get a trash bag. I'm going to continue cleaning and continue complaining about my stinking life and everybody else's stinking life. Who's here? Hey, whatever. Campus or whatever you name it. My hair's growing out. What do you think about that? Sam? There's old Poland, whatever. There's Toxic. What's up, Toxic? pumpkin out to exercise since it was freezing today. I got both Gus and Toto doing reverse retrieves, and they'll be doing it 500 feet, something like that, 3 or 4, 500 feet very soon. Tomorrow they'll be doing it about 200, 225. You're in bed sick. Did you get the COVID again? Are you really sick? What's up, Pigeon lady? What's the matter? Tell us what's the matter. Did you get the new strain of COVID? It's just a bug. Yeah, well, just be careful. I'm gonna go get some water. I need to drink. I'm gonna go get this trash can. There's Hemiwinkle. That's Hemi. That's Sam's buddy Hemiwinkle. Hemi's a brute, and him and Solar will scrap it up, and Solar's half his size, and Solar's my son. Need I say more? I train Solar. He loves to wrestle. He's not screwing around, so bigger is not going to frighten Solar off. Solar, I have to watch him around Peaches. Peaches will kill him. Seriously. That hook, Bill? I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Hemiwinkle. No water, just kombucha. I was watching the end, sort of the end of Snatch, when one hit Mickey knocks out the big dude. It's not supposed to knock him out, you know. The ring hurts my ankle, Dad. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Go away. Go away. Okay? Hey, Parky. That's a good movie, sort of. Snatch. I got a kick out of the gypsies. Oh, I see. I get it, okay. I like it when the gypsies are talking in their language, their crazy language. Brad Pitt did a good job. Jason Strahan did a good job in that film. It was mostly Guy Ritchie, though. No, it's not Pepsi. It's some kombucha. Right, Sam? I should clean up and bitch, don't you think? I should complain. Life sucks. Pitt was amazing. I didn't really care for him much until then. Pitt's done some good movies. He has. He's been in some real good movies. He's from Columbia, Missouri. My friend worked with him at a restaurant and said that he was lazy. That's what he said. But Brad Pitt was young and wanted to be an actor, so I bet he was lazy. Who wants to fucking wait a tape? Who wants to wait tables? Right, Sam? Sammy doesn't want to wait tables, do you, Sam? You might have to, Sammy. You might have to wait some tables. Alright, here we go. So what I'm doing is that I have a gutter on one side, the one side that when he roosts, his tail is on this side usually. But sometimes it's on this side and I just don't have, I don't have the cash to go get another gutter. It's not much, but I got other things I need to get. So right now I'm just taking this and scraping off this side and sweeping it up, and then I use something, hydrogen peroxide, and do the floor, the whole floor. But it's all sort of concentrated in one area. It's not that big of a deal, but I got to do it every now and then. If when I get the money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tile this room so it's much easier to clean. So I'll level it all off with plywood, and then I'll use some kind of tile. You know how like in Florida, they have this like large sort of tile? I'm going to use something like that and just do the whole floor so that I could just come in and mop it up real quick. Still use some kind of system with the gutter, but tile would be great. And wood. Now this over here, this is like a closet area. It's a closet area, and anything goes to your night. So once again, it's an area. There's no gutter here. We're gonna clean it up. I have found, to kill the smell and bacteria and everything. Hydrogen peroxide works great. That's your best product, because if you want to use bleach or something, it's going to outgas. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's really. No, I haven't given them the book yet. I'm cleaning up a little bit. No, I'm not doing plexiglass, man. You know, I've lived with this guy for 15 years. I've seen poop on plexiglass. Oh yeah, scrape it. That's gonna look great. That sounds really great. Yeah, that sounds really great. Plexiglass, when you walk on it, it scratches. This is ridiculous. When people give suggestions like that, like, I live with birds, okay? I've experimented with so many different products. I know the proper product to use. Talking about the walls, why would I put plexiglass on the walls? Why? Why would I do that? How do you house train a large bird like that? I was just talking about that. You don't house train them. They poop where they roost. Yeah, for the floor, not for the walls. Why would I put anything on the walls? The walls aren't an issue. What do you think? You don't live with a bird or understand animals, just, I don't know. Don't give suggestions because you don't know what you're talking about. Ridiculous. Right, Sam? It is, it's ridiculous. Great suggestion, kid. Okay. So this would be this pigeon feed. Sam can eat it if he wanted to. I don't know. They will eat some grain. Not much though. That's for Hemiwinkle. Hemiwinkle eats in here. I'm gonna get rid of the water. It's like I have. Show you this water bowl. So this has to be thrown out. And what I did to get rid of it is I just chuck it out the window. So this is the water bowl that Sam uses, right? This is the water bowl, but this goes inside like a big tub. Because if you just had the water bowl, he's going to take it and tip it. Now he needs this thing full. A pigeon can siphon water out, right? But most birds have to dip their beak and go up like that. They go like that and then drink. But a pigeon can just siphon it up. Pigeons can do some things that a lot of birds can't do. They can siphon water like that, and they can also fly straight up. Sam can't fly straight up, but he's an expert flyer. He can fly around this room without hitting the walls. It's a large bird. I'll show you the tub. I'm going to do the same thing because there's water in the tub. There's the tub. Let me throw the water away. I'm just opening the window, dumping this out too. Okay. We'll see if I have the window open. Sam is not going anywhere. It's not going to fly out. It's not going to fly away. It's not what you think. Okay? None of the birds are going to go anywhere. So this is the tub that this goes into. Because as soon as you put water in it, like he's gonna take a bath, and it's gonna splash, and that'll catch that. But more than likely, what he does is he grabs this thing and starts, trying to tip it. That's what he does. He's a joker, right, Sam? So I'll take this. This goes downstairs to be cleaned. And this, the tub has to be clean too. But I'm not going to take it downstairs. I'll probably just wipe this out with some vinegar, like a rag or paper towels or something like that, and let it dry. So I might as well do that. I'm up here. Let me go get a rag and get something. I would use hydrogen peroxide for this too, but I don't have any hydrogen peroxide, so I got to use what I got. Let me get a rag too. Katya said that she just timed some idiot out on the live stream for telling me to calm down. And shush. Don't tell me to calm down. You'll just get removed being a dick like that. Katya cut her hair. Katya, show me how you cut your hair. She cut it all off. She's bald. It looks pretty much the same, except she doesn't have the well, you gotta pick it up. It's cute. It's more you turn it into more of a bob, sort of.
Yeah.
So I just threw some vinegar in here, and then so I just want to make sure all the bacteria. It starts smelling like a pond. It does. It stinks. But I don't have enough paper towels. I'd use this shirt, but then taking my shirt off, and I'm saving that for my OnlyFans. I'm not doing that on OnlyFans. That's going to be for Cleo. It's going to be for Cleo, so I'll get another shirt in here.
Excuse me, Sam. Yeah, I cut the long pieces, which were these, so that chunk and that chunk. Because earlier today I was like, oh, they're hanging in my face. Grab the scissors, destroy.
So I'll just use this. Get most of the vinegar out. I'll use like clothes for rags, or like mango or pears. Doesn't matter. So the vinegar, I'll just let it dry in here, and that'll kill all the bacteria because it's so acidic. At least that's what I think. I have to do that, or else it really does. It starts smelling like it starts smelling like a pond. He would like this. He likes that kind of stuff. He'll take clothes and he'd rip this up for sure. He likes to play like tug of war, like that. This would be something that Sam likes to do. Tug of war. He's into that. If it was a sock, he would just rip it up. He would rip this up. But sort of like, you don't do this with a dog. You don't do tug of war with a dog because you're gonna lose. The dog's pulling you. You're looking at the dog, encouraging this behavior. That's a raven. That's complete. See how he wants to just tear it up. It's a totally different situation. He also likes to attack my cane. Like if I had my cane and it was up here, I could like take the cane and he'll start grabbing the rubber thing and just beating it. His AK-47 just fell down. But he doesn't really care. He doesn't give a shit. He's more interested in this. He's into this. He's into like well, he didn't come in the bedroom too much anymore. But like when we were living in Brooklyn in the loft, he would he'd come down to the bed and put food under the pillow, or he doesn't fuck with you while you're sleeping. Pretty much, he didn't do that in Brooklyn. He was really pretty good. But he'd come down and just wait for you to sort of wake up. That is, if your toes were covered. If your toes are not covered, he's going to wake you up by grabbing your toe. But other than that, he was sort of respectful, much more respectful than Remy. Remy wants to wake me up, rubbing my face and shit. Remy was in the room the other day, and she was doing that, and then I was finally gonna get. That's Remy. Can you hear her? She knows I'm over here. She wants to come. Remy could come in here. Like I said, Sam lives with a pigeon, Hennywinkle. So I gotta keep cleaning up. I'm getting somewhere. steps, and then it'll go on the porch with the other stuff that needs to be put in the laundromat. That smells like the mango reds. Mango's 22. It's unreasonable to think he's not going to have accidents. Dude, Katya, she banned you. Don't tell me to calm down.
I just timed him out.
Oh, you timed him out, so he's going to come back?
Yeah.
Oh, you're being nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Toxic, you see that guy that told me to calm down? You see him, he says one more word that's out of line. You know what to do, don't you? Toxic's the destroyer. Katya's much more like, you know. We have ospreys. They are wicked cool. What do you have a pet osprey? Sorry, I got strict way too quickly. That's good, Toxic. I like that you you know, listen, Peter only fans. I appreciate that you and Katya aren't like totally banning people right away like I have a tendency to do. I'm glad that you all are taking that into consideration. Sam is on the table, right? So this is like if I put the book down here, maybe I'll go get his book. Because you know what he's going to do? He's going to take the pigeon feed and he's going to dump it on the floor. That's my guess. That's my guess that he'll pick up the pan and sort of slide it over towards Katya. That's what I think he's going to do. Or he might grab the. He's looking for shit. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. He also might try and grab Katya's dress, skirt. But if I was guessing, I would say Sam is going to do something, like dump the seed on the floor. No, he didn't. Well, Sam. Sam's really getting mature in his old age. Maybe I'll get the book, even though I haven't finished cleaning. Let's see if he likes the book.
Wow, 1,000 tenths. Remember the last time he got me? Broke the skin. Remember that? He remembers.
Hang on, Sam. The book. This Sam is the book. So Sam goes down and likes it. Oop, there it goes. Sam, what do you think of that book? Sammy. The whole so intelligent thing, just, I don't know. It's sort of, all birds are intelligent, so I don't really understand the point. It's a bunch of myth. That's what I said. Sam, did you see this? Isn't this the book that you used to have? Check it out. You like that, right? You like this book? Look, they're humans. Humans. Look at that. Look at those humans. Check it out, man. This is the book. It's a little bit smaller. But see? Isn't that the same book? Do you like it? It's the same book, right? What do you think? Sammy, what do you think? Sammy, look at your book. Come here. Look at that guy. What do you think of that human? Do you like him? What do you think? Look at these humans. Sam likes books on humans. Don't you, Sammy? What do you think, Sam? He's showing interest, but he's like, he'll turn the pages. He's looking at it. I'm turning the pages for him. Look at that guy. Sam, check that dude out. Do you like that dude smoking the pipe? What do you think he's smoking in there, Sam? Huh? What do you think he's smoking in there? What do you think, Sammy? Sammy, look. Oh, look at that. Look at the humans. Humans! Sam, what do you think? And on Everest, when people die up there of hypoxia, they just leave the bodies. They can't bring those people down. It's crows and ravens that clean them up. They eat them. Yummy. Well, I'll say one thing about Sam in this book. He's not tearing it up like he did the dog book. So he's showing this one much more respect. He did not like the dog book. He tore that thing up, didn't you, Sam? See, he did. Tore it up. That's Sam talking. That is not me. Tore it up. Look at those humans. What do you think, Sam? Check it out, Sam. Human beings.
He looks happy.
Yeah, he likes it. He does. He's
He likes story time with you.
Well, you got this. Sammy, do you want me to turn the pages for you? Look at that. Look at that human. She's got perfect teeth. Look at her. She could be a model. Several of these people in this book could be models. That crazy looking, Sammy. What do you think? You don't like that one? Sammy does not like this one. It's crazy looking. Why don't you like it? Because it's an old man. You don't like that one? Yeah, he's not into this page. He's going to town on it. All right. It is your book. It's your book, Sammy. Want to turn? Okay. Yeah, but you saved his face. He's living in like a tree or something. Oh, look at this one. You like this one? Look at that. That looks cool, right, Sam? Check it out. What do you think about that one, Sam? That looks pretty cool. Look at that guy. White eyeballs. Scary. I'll eat those eyeballs. No, Sammy, no eating eyeballs. Oh, look at this. The shaman's going to town. Sammy, you like this guy? Oh, that's a woman. Look at that. What are they? Are they wrestling? You think they're wrestling, Sam? What about that guy? That guy doesn't even look alive. Sammy, look. Uh-oh. Sam. What about this one? Do you like this one? Oh, you do? I figured you wouldn't. What the hell is that, Sam? That looks like an Ed Keenholz exhibition. Look at that. You got cigarettes burning. Sam. Oh, Sam, what about this one? She's possessed, and she does not have nice teeth. I don't think she could be a model. Several of these people in here are just, we run across them, they're gorgeous. Good looking human beings, right? Look at this dude. This dude could be a model. Yeah, you want to rip that page out? You don't like that one? You don't like? Oh, you're all right with that one? You want me to turn another one? What about this guy? Huh? You don't like him, huh? No? Absolutely not, huh? Hang on, Sam. Before you do that, hang on, dude. Hey, Dude, what about this though? Who's going to town on the cover? What about this? Sammy? Oh, Sam, check this out. What about these people? Look at them. You don't got any problem with them, right? You like them? Check this one out. Do you like that one? You like the cover? Here, you want to look at it? Here. Here. There you go, Sam. Do whatever you want. It's your book. Sammy. Tickle? You gonna tickle? Tickle, tickle?
Oh, you came.
Sam's promised that if I die, there's somebody to feed him that he'll eat me, and he told me right away,
I'm gonna eat his eyeballs.
he's gonna eat my eyeballs. Aren't you, Sam?
That's right, Kane. I'm the smartest animal on the planet. I'm a raven.
That's what he says. I don't know if it's true. He's just used to other people saying it. Turn the book so people know that you'll look at a book on your own. Show them how you can open up the book, Sam. Open up the book. Tickle again? I'll give you a tickle. Is that what you want? You want tickle? Tickle, tickle? How's that? Open up the book. Sammy, come here. Open up that book for him. Come on, Sam. Oh, open it. What? More tickle? Okay, I'll give you more tickle. Hey, not nice. Naughty. You want to tickle? Want me to pet your beak? Hey, don't do that. You're mean. See, he's mean to me. Weren't you, Sammy? Naughty. Here, tickle. No. Okay, here, do this. Open up the thing.
I'm gonna bite Kane.
Are you gonna bite me, Sam? It can really hurt if he does that. He's pretty cool to me though. It's no big deal. It's been a long time since he's like really got me good. You know, he knows not to go for my eyeballs unless I'm expired, and then everything's fair game, right, Sam?
That's right, Kane.
See, it was clearly Sam talking. So Sam hasn't really tore into this book. He does have some respect for it, which means that he likes it, right, Sam?
That's right, Kane.
What else, Sammy? I didn't finish cleaning your room. I go over here. We'll see if you'll turn the book. If I go over here, turn the book. Give the people their money's worth.
They didn't super chat anything, Kane.
Oh, okay. You got a good point, Sam. You don't have to turn the book. Yeah, Sam says he's not doing anything for you all. He's not doing anything. Nothing. Oops. Oh, look, Toxic's back. It's not me, it's Sam.
It's me, it's Sam. I'm Sammy.
Right, Sam? Sam was, Sam came to me. I got him from a breeder when he was 3 weeks old. And I fed him dog food. Like, he ate Purina. That's what he was eating. He's eating Purina puppy chow with water. You put it in a spoon, like you put it in a spoon with water, okay? Like when it was You could do it just like that, or if it was, you know, if it soaked up the water, you could give it to them like that too. But you had to ensure they got water along with the super dry food. And then I switched him to raw diet at a point. But he eats some cat food too. He'll eat fruit, some vegetables, meat. He likes meat with calcium. Tickle? I mean tickle? You want to get tickle?
Sammy,
She says his own name sometimes.
I'm Sammy. Wrestle with me, Kane.
Okay, you want to wrestle? Okay, let's go. Come on. See, he's sort of like Solarton.
Solarton's a punk.
I think Solarton's a punk. Solarton is a punk. How heavy is that raven? His name is Sammy. Spammy. His name is Sam. How heavy is he? He's not real heavy. He hasn't. He's like 13 or 14 years old. Can you show pictures of other ravens? Would you all like me to get a book on ravens so we can find out what Sam thinks about that? He doesn't like the cover on this book. He doesn't. He's not into the cover. Okay, well, I'll work on getting a book on ravens, and we can see what he thinks of that. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, he has. It's his book. I gave it to him. He can do whatever he wants with it. So you could turn the page if he wanted to, but he said nobody's super chatting any money, so he's not doing shit. That's what he said. So he's just gonna tear it up. So is that what you all wanted to see? He's giving you what you want, right? You all want. Sam is Antifa. Get rid of the person that said that. Toxic. Can you get that person that said that Sam is Antifa? Get rid of them, please. Get rid of them. Antifa stands for anti-fascist. Okay? You like fascism? Is that what you like? There is no like Antifa. That's like could be anybody that's like about anti-fascism. Sam don't like Antifa. Get rid of that person that said that Sam doesn't like Antifa. Anybody that says Antifa, get rid of them. Toxic, can you do that for me? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's clearly racist. Does Sam like Garfield? Hey, thanks, Patricia Smith. Sam, yeah, idiots, I agree. Sam, I don't know if Sam likes Garfield. I don't know. Sam, do you like Garfield?
Stupid.
He says it's stupid. When is Sam the Raven going to write his own book? He has no ability to write. That doesn't exist. He's a raven. Let the bird fly away. Let's get rid of you instead. Let's get rid of you. Let the bird fly away, you jerk. I had the window open earlier. He didn't fly away. And if you do that with a bird that's lived with a human, he's always been fed by a human, idiot. He's a domesticated hybrid raven. He's a domestic bird. It's illegal to release captive birds. Thank you, Pigeon Lady. It's cruel too, stupid. That's what you would do with your dog that doesn't work out, right? You just take it. People do it all the time. Just let it loose. You're a terrible human being. You do it with a bird, you do it with a cat. They're expendable, aren't they? Seriously. What is the matter with you? He wouldn't go anywhere, first of all, but the point is that he can't fend for himself. And no domestic bird like this he never had a crow parent, or a raven parent. He always had a human feeding him. How do you think he's going to function out in the wild? Seriously. You really, like if you had a chicken and you did that with a chicken, the chicken would be okay. You know why? Because they do a hunt and peck. That's what they do. They just walk around picking up seeds and stuff off the ground. It's a freaking raven. He's not going to know where to get food. Everything's the same to people, it seems. All birds are the same. All dogs are the same. That's how you see it, isn't it? It's a like child's-like view of animals, and that's it's a fact. They're not all the same. They're all different. Birds are the same but different. They're all smart. Okay, so saying that the raven is the smartest is absurd. There's species of parrots that have never been studied in the lab. So just shut up with this. The raven is the smartest bird. They're all smart. Even a chicken's smart. A pigeon is smart. A pigeon can do things that a raven can't. A raven and a crow can't pass the mirror test, but a pigeon can. It's absurd. It's absurd that people just, oh, that's the smartest animal on the planet or whatever. Whatever you say, that's the smartest bird. There's birds that have never been studied. The brown sparrow is extremely smart. They're little killers that hunt in packs. Dude, don't get my shoulder. He wants to tweak me. Right behind here, and it really hurts. They haven't really been studied. There's a parrot that lives in South America that it's a parrot that it lives in the Andes. It's never been studied. There's all kinds of birds that haven't been studied. They study common ones like the raven, and there's all this myth about the raven. It's just a bunch of stuff. Aesop's fable, Odin. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying that Sam isn't smart. He is. He's real smart. He can tear up a book, but so can my pigeon. Not with the gusto that Sam does, because Sam is built different. Sam is built for ripping and tearing meat. A pigeon is not. Do you see the difference? So it's easier for Sam to use his beak ripping something up, because that's what he would be doing in the wild. If I throw him meat, he can catch it in his mouth. If I throw a seed to my pigeons, they don't try and catch it. Oh, thank you very much. Hang on, somebody looks very generous here. Oh yeah, Johnny Bones. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But do you see the point? They're all different. The pigeon can pass the mirror test. A raven and a crow cannot. A raven can catch meat like a dog in its mouth. A pigeon can't catch seed in its mouth. Do you hear that noise it's making? They're all different. Stop thinking that everything's like you. That's the problem. This is true. It's that human beings put a high price on intelligence. Like if it's an intelligent animal, it's worthy. It's absurd. That shouldn't be a contributing factor you should respect all animals. You should say, oh yeah, we shouldn't eat it, or what. Listen, I'm all for eating an intelligent animal. If I wasn't, I wouldn't eat pigs. Pigs are smart. All mammals are pretty smart. All birds are pretty smart. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's just irritating. It is. It's irritating. So somebody gave something. I should see what they gave. To you fish. Charles Antone Frella. Charles Anatona. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Charles. You have a Faladeru. I don't know what your name is, but thank you. That's much appreciated. That'll go towards Sam's new book on ravens. We'll see if he respects that. But clearly, you can see that. Did you get some stuff? Good. Thank you. Clearly, you can see that he respects this book, but he didn't respect the dog book. He respects humans, but he thinks that dogs are punks. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll get a book on cats and ravens, and we'll see what he does with that. He clearly thinks that dogs are losers. He likes humans. He liked this book, or else he would have ripped up more pages. He ripped up a couple pages where he didn't like the people. That's how he says he doesn't like them. He doesn't like the way that they look. Right, Sam? See, he's respectful to me because I've raised him since he was a baby. But I'm not saying that he won't grab my skin and pull it. He will. He'll fuck with me. He's not afraid of me. He's not afraid of Katya. That, like, if a bird doesn't, if a bird is like screwing with you, that's a good sign that they like you. If it's not screwing with you, they don't like you. They're afraid of you. He's not afraid of me. By the way, you get a bird. There is no type of correction with the bird. There isn't. There's verbal pressure. Oh, you bit me, dick. Something like that. But you can't. Anybody that says anything like that, any moderators that see anybody saying that, oh, you should just get rid of them. Get rid of them. It's ridiculous. You can't do any type of physical correction with a bird. That's not the way that it works. You can do a little food training with them, but you don't really need to. You can train them with just like good boy and stuff like that. Similar to a dog, sort of. But like training Sammy to fly to me and stuff like that. I used a little bit of food to do that. I haven't done anything like that in so long because it's just like, I don't know. I'm not taking him outside except to go to the car because of West Nile virus. I lost two crows. I lost 2 pied crows when West Nile hit. I was in Brooklyn, and he would have no immunity to West Nile virus. Only a bird that, like, if he was in Africa and he was fed by another raven, like his parents had, they would pass on immunity to West Nile virus. That's how it works. So, or not. It's not good for birds, though, I'll tell you. And it really hits the crows and ravens hard. It gets in an area, like, man, you go to parks and just find, crows dead on the ground when it first came into New York City. It originated at the Bronx Zoo. Somebody noticed that some flamingos were dead, and they tested them, and they tested for, they tested positive for West Nile. It's a bummer. It's a total bummer. So I'm paranoid about Sam. Sammy doesn't need to go outside. He doesn't. What he needs to do is not get West Nile. If he did get West Nile, though, I would hand feed him. I would hand feed him and keep him warm and do exactly what I did when all the pigeons got PMV. I wouldn't let him die. But I still, yeah, he is a douchebag, but I wouldn't let him die. I love Sam. You're an uncle. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. That person is gonna get deleted. Yeah, toxic. Get him, toxic. Get him. Toxic to destroy her. Right, Sammy? Do you think there's anything in there that's usable?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. I can't tell when I'm doing that. Oh, I thought he was gonna get my fat. He will. He goes for fat. Like he really, if he's gonna screw with me, he's going for the skin right here. And he knows what I'm doing. It's the worst. Sammy, look, somebody gave you money. Here's for Sam's food. And thank you. Sam's gonna eat some more pork tonight. If I give him pork at night, so when he wakes up in the morning, he's got pork, then he's not real loud. But if I just have dry food for him, then he makes some noise. So lately I've been making sure that he has food, meaning pork, for the morning. But he's always sort of got like, I always sort of like make sure that he's got dry food, like that. Like he could really get me if he wanted to. Like he could get my skin, but he's not doing that. They'll get your skin and they'll rip it like a dog, like a dog would do. He's not doing that. But it's just a fact. If you're gonna get a bird, you're gonna get bit. If they like you, you're gonna get bit. He's going for the back of my arm. That's what he's doing. You guys want me to let him do it? Because it's gonna hurt. I'll let him do it. I'm gonna hate this. We'll let him do it. God, I hate it. This is like similar to like, oh, I'm gonna get shocked. Like, oh, I'm gonna touch this and I'm gonna get shocked, right? Right? It's gonna get me on the back of the arm. It's really gonna hurt. You can do it, Sam. You can't watch. He's gonna do it. Let's see. Right, Sammy? Sam, the garbage man. Stole a pig in there. He ran. That's the Sam song. He wrote that song actually.
Sam, the garbage man, stole a pig and there he ran.
See? Did you see that? He was singing it. Is his mouth open? But his mouth doesn't have to be open for him to talk. He's like a parrot. That does not have to be open.
Not open.
See? He likes that song too. Sam, the garbage man, stole a pig and there he ran. He when he was younger, he liked it if I like tickled him under the wings. Do you want me to tickle under the wings? No, I don't want to. You don't want me to do that. When he was younger, I'd take him places in the car a lot. He still goes. Well, we're not driving down to Brooklyn anymore. But when we were, going back and forth from Brooklyn, he'd just get in the car. I should make another Dogman video. We are. We will. Sam's tearing that thing up. I don't know. How long can he live for? I hope a long time. When was the last time I saw Bigfoot? Yesterday. Oh, Katya saw it first, and she said, come here, quick. I said, what? I was in the bath. And she said, there's Bigfoot out here. So I ran out there without any clothes on. And I was like, wow, where is it? And she said, it's over there. And I saw it just as it was going into the woods. Like I saw its posterior side. And it wasn't that big. It was like a 9-footer. Patrick, that's not even a funny joke. It isn't. Will you read us a little of the book? Katya would be better at that. Here. Katya, just read a little bit of the book.
Well, I already read this book. This is 3 wives of a man who was killed. And they have a demon possessing them, causing the lion or tiger demon possessing them to crawl on all fours like lions until they die. And so a healer came. This healer, she came and got the demon out of those women. Also,
Sam! God damn it. Come on, man. He's going after my ankles.
She also healed this woman right here. So, and then these people. This is a place where a woman who was jealous because her husband got a second wife, they came here and the healer got them to smoke cigarettes and do other sorts of things to feel better.
They look like they're dead, though.
These are statues.
Oh, I see.
That would be the healer. Okay. That's some sort of voodoo priest. And this is a voodoo priest initiate. This is the priest would be the exhausted one being held up by his peer friend after this guy was just kind of like probably doing some sort of ceremonial dance and he's exhausted.
Becky.
This is an initiate, sort of, I don't know what she's doing. Let me read this one. During the 7-day voodoo Kokuzan festival, we watched a woman covered in palm oil carry the deity Koku on her head. We felt the god's immense power topple her body as she staggered out of the shrine. As she fell to the ground in exhaustion, we could feel the deity enter her body and release its force into her veins. And this is when she became recognized as a true devotee of Koku. So yeah. So that's pretty intense. This woman is getting an exorcist. They're spraying her with cold water and putting a crucifix on her forehead. And they did this for a long time, and eventually she stopped struggling, and that was when they said that she was cured. This is someone who is possessed from the upwards direction of their eyeballs. And yeah, this is an awesome book, Sam. I think you should definitely read it. Oh my god! You know what Sam did? He destroyed my favorite picture.
I destroyed it.
I can't believe you, dude!
Believe it, I did it.
Wow. I like this one because it was a guy in his house. And it was like
He lived
definitely
in a tree.
wow, dude.
Don't do me.
Fine, Sam. Alright. So yeah. What else? You know what Sam might like? There is the stick fighting ceremonies. Maybe Sam would like that.
I like that. Sam likes to fight.
Here we go.
Kate's a pussy.
So this is the stick fighting ceremony, and like the they would have tournaments, and the winners would be the most viable for being chosen as husbands. So they're sort of fighting for their rank as male competitors. Yeah. It is pretty intense. Yes, stick fighting. I really like also this. They would bring all their deceased ancestors to the same grave, and then like, and I kind of like that idea because it's like it's all the ancestors together. I think it's sort of nice. I liked this, and I think that's why they gave it 2 full pages, because it is a pretty awesome picture. You know?
It's awesome.
Yeah. For sure. Sam would get this because Sam would have been there chewing off the last bits of flesh.
I like human flesh.
That's 6, Sam.
I'm a
Yeah.
raven.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. Well, I guess that's it, huh? That's it, huh, Sam? Well, there you all go. There's Sam the Raven enjoying. Oh, thank you, Katya. Here comes Sam the Raven again.
Thank you, Katya. What about me?
Yeah, what about Sam? You didn't say thank you, Sam? That's not very nice.
That was wonderful.
Oh, that was me doing an imitation of Sam. That was wonderful, Katya. Nice video, guys. Keep up the good work. Jam is good. Oh, your jam is good, Toxic? Good, that's good to hear. I guess I'm gonna go do some stuff. Put Sam's book away, and he can look at it later. Now I'll get him another book, Sammy. He likes this one. We'll keep this in Sam's library, and I'll work on getting him a book on ravens and what else? And a book on cats. I'll work on that. He wants me to put his book down. He's attacking me. So we'll see what he thinks about that. Right, Sam? right? I guess I'm gonna go get Sam some pork. Tomorrow, we'll shut his light off. Right, Sam? It's a good boy. Want me to pet you? I'll pet Sam and then I guess we're gonna crash, right? You want to turn this way so people can look at you, Sammy? Turn this way. Turn this way, see? Sammy. Sammy. It's naughty. It's naughty, Sam. It is. Yes, that's it. Sam wants to, oh, he's real feisty. Are you kidding me? Sam the Raven. He doesn't screw around. Look at him. He's a freaking raven. Some like loving creatures. You shouldn't get a bird. I can tell you shouldn't get a bird. I think that'd be a big mistake. That's what I think. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Toxic. It can hurt. When is the next cooking video? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Right, Sam? Well, he's being nice. He's right by my head and shit. Oh, you're welcome. Colleen, all my friends. He is right by my head. How old is he? I don't know, 13. Sam, how old are you? I don't know, 13. Pushing him back with my head. You could make my head bleed if you wanted to. I don't know what to do. He seems pretty laid back. Sam is not laid back. This guy is not laid back. He isn't laid back at all. My arms are red from where I was laid back. Seriously. Seriously, he's not laid back. And it is slightly. You got a pretty coat. Well, actually with a bird it would be plumage. He doesn't have fur. He doesn't have a coat. He has plumage. Those are feathers. It's not fur. Right, Sam?
I'm not a mammal. I'm not a mammal.
That's what he says. Peter, I'm heading out to take care. Hey, Landon, I'll see you later, man. Yeah, be careful. Where are you heading out to? It's the middle of a pandemic. Go to a bar. Yeah, people love Sam. There's Mud. Your name's Mud. It's interesting. Sam, do you like the name Mud? Oh, good. Oh, look, it's H. Jasper E. Here's Gabriel Young. Would you ever keep any insects or... No. No, I wouldn't keep bugs as pets. It's ridiculous. I appreciate them, but I wouldn't keep them as pets. I got spiders in the basement. I got spiders in this house. I have jumping spiders. They're pretty big. Those are pets. Praying mantis. Yeah, I have a friend that keeps praying mantis. They're not really pets, though they're bugs. I'm sorry. I'm bumming people out to keep bugs. What things can my bird say? I don't know.
I'm Sammy.
He says he's Sammy. Sammy. Maybe I'll do something really naughty. I could. Maybe I'll rip some of my plumage off. I might. I used to sleep on a bed with him when he was little. Does he still take messy baths still? Yeah, he's a raven. He's a bird. He's a bird. Would I keep a dodo as a pet if it wasn't extinct? I don't know. Maybe. There were a lot of them, and there were breeders for dodos. Oh, thank you, pink cat lady. I might keep them. Maybe. I don't know. It's all so hypothetical. How would I, how can I even, consider that question? Would I have a dinosaur if they weren't extinct? Yeah, maybe. Tyrannosaurus, sure. If I had a compound. Yeah, why not? Where is the Chickensaurus that they've been working on, by the way? Where the fuck is the dinosaur that they keep claiming that they're gonna? Where is it? Where is it? We're supposed to already have that damn dinosaur. I don't see a dinosaur. I mean, seriously. They've been talking about this for fucking years, and we still don't have that damn Chickensaurus. I want the Chickensaurus, man. How many millions of dollars have they spent on this, laboratory creature, and we still don't see it? Show me the dinosaur, please. If Elon Musk would contact me, I would take care of this situation. I would get the dinosaur thing done. Be no problem. So stupid. They're probably holding on. It's just ridiculous. Been talking about the Chickensaurus for years. Yeah, right, where is it, man? Let's see what you have. Do you have anything close? Show us something. Stop teasing us about this bullshit. And what about the woolly mammoth? Weren't they going to take a DNA or something from the woolly mammoth and, mix it in with an elephant and create... Where's that? Where is that fucking laboratory creature? Can you do it? Or is it all just BS? Is it more BS? Somebody give me a bunch of money. I'll take care of this stuff. I will make sure it's done. I'm not going to be bullshitting people. I'll at least put it on video. I'll show you the process. He's going, Sammy, leave the back of my arm alone. Don't do that.
Kane, I'm gonna bite you.
Don't bite me.
You're a tool.
Sam, don't call me a tool.
Those people in the live stream are cheapskates.
Sam, don't say that. Sam's being rude. He doesn't mean that. He doesn't know what he's saying. But the Chickensaurus really irritates me. I want to see a damn dinosaur. I do. I want a dinosaur. If somebody gave me $1 billion, right? I'd take care of the dinosaur. I'd get that woolly mammoth. I'd get that DNA and the elephants. We'd have the woolly mammoth. We'd have the dinosaur. A coelacanth. Well, we already have those. Those are already deep in the ocean, so we don't have to make those. Those are non-extinct. They drag one of those up every 10 years or something. I don't know. The Dinosaurus, the Chickensaurus. Awesome. Want to pet you, Sammy? No? Pet? Hey! Chicken sores. Same as a chicken sores. Look at him. If ravens really were the size of dump trucks, they would just be screwing with us constantly. They'd be walking down the streets of Chicago and New York and LA, grabbing humans, ripping arms off and stuff. Seriously. I think with $2 billion I could take care of the chicken source. I would get it done. I would get it done. It would be done already. If somebody's out there that has $2 billion, you send it to me, PayPal. PayPal will take it. I have Patreon. You can give me $2 billion in Patreon, and I'll take care of the chicken source. And now there's Anna S. and the chicken source and the woolly mammoth. They have so much woolly mammoth DNA. Man, they have tons of those that they dig up around the Arctic Circle, Siberia, Alaska, Canada. There's always woolly mammoths being found. Maybe the DNA is just so corrupted that they can't do it. It might have been frozen, but it wasn't frozen cold enough. Well, I'd go up there with some backhoes and start getting it from, out of the permafrost. I'd go down deep. So it'd still be, the DNA would still be good. I'd do it. I need a couple billion to get going. Couple billion isn't that much for somebody that has like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. They give me a couple billion. I'll work on that. I'll get that done. I'll get the chicken source done. I'll get the woolly mammoth, Well, I'll get it going. I'll work on the gravity generator, the machine that turns lead into gold. I'll work on that. You figure I'll get some of this done at least. It'd be better than, people that are working on that shit right now. And I'd also make sure that we have conclusive proof that we're being visited. And that's pretty much a given now. But you give me a couple $1 million, I'll talk to some people that I know. And well, they're not really people, but I can. Next time they take me to the interior of the sun, I'll talk to them and I'll say I made a deal with the humans and they want you to come down there and just make yourselves known. Could you do that for me as a favor? I'm friendly with these. I'm friendly with them. They're grays or I don't know. They said they're called by a lot of names, but I'm very friendly with them now. By the way, you're on Earth. You're one of their avatars. You're like a biological avatar for the grays. So I don't know. It's like a sport to them. They're into it. They're into our lives, sort of. It's like I don't know how you would explain it. It's hard for me to understand, so I've been up there and they've tried explaining it to me, but they have assured me that I get to be a zookeeper. I don't know what that means. Next time I'm alive, or I get to be a zookeeper up in the interior of the sun, because they have a lot of holes, like caves in the side of the cavern. It's like this big cavern looking thing, and in the caves there's animals in those things. I got the impression that they were saying that's. I gotta quiz them a little bit more on this, but I can't talk to them. But you gotta give me some money. You gotta give me money. Every once in a while, I have that super realistic dream where they take me there. So I can't talk to them, and you notice I describe it as a dream because I'm not insane. And if I said that it was really happening, that they were coming and getting me, people would say, "Oh, he's insane. He's nuts." So I call it a dream. A very realistic dream. that has coincidences that take place on Earth. Look at Sam. They never talk about Sam up there. They never once brought up Sam. YouTube is becoming. How so? This sounds ridiculous. Toxic saying hello to Elon Musk. Bill Gates can easily contribute. I know, just give me $5 billion. I'll take care of the stuff that's cool. That'll be my job. Get a hold of the aliens. Get the Chickensaurus going. The woolly mammoth. I'll make the giant park for miniature dolphins. I'll get the miniature dolphins going. But that's just for me. That's my own personal pleasure. Like, you know, I sort of promised Katya if I got a lot of money that I'd make her a giant inland sea that has real tiny dolphins in it. You know, like maybe it's like half the size of Lake Seneca, but it's salt water, and it's heated, and there's maybe a quarter the size of Lake Seneca. And there's, you know, just pods of miniature dolphins the size of cocker spaniels. Super friendly. Super friendly. That's one of the projects that I make, you know, for myself. I would clearly be taking a salary. My Labradoodle says hello. Really? You got a talking Labradoodle? Yeah, but they're not the size of cocker spaniels, no, are they? We'll do some genetic engineering. We'll modify them a little bit if we have to. Just some selective breeding. We'll just start finding the smallest ones and breed them real fast. He speaks 3 different languages. Sam can cuss like a sailor.
Kane's an asshole.
You shouldn't see, he says stuff you shouldn't say.
Cheapskates.
Sam, don't do that. Can we have a Petersaurus? No, but if we could get some No, we already have Neanderthal DNA in us, so that's not going to work. Right? That's a fact. And from what I understand, people with red hair have a little bit more than everybody else, but everybody has a little bit of Neanderthal DNA in them. So, but redheaded, I think redheaded European people have more. I think, I could be wrong on that, but it's a fact that some people have more than others. I think people that have less of a chin, if I'm not mistaken, redheaded with like no chin. I don't have the biggest chin. If I got a chin, so I'm mostly human, you know. I think that's true, and I think another thing is like I could be wrong about this stuff. Asian people might have less Neanderthal than most European people. Asians, Native Americans. I think I could be spitting out false facts here, but that seems to ring a bell. I read that years ago, and it just used to interest me a lot. You know, early man. Now I don't really care. You are right. Oh, I am right. Thank you. The discovery of Flores man is pretty spectacular. That was a little freak. Lived in caves. I think Flores man was still alive not too long ago. Like 15,000 years ago, something like that. 20, no more than 20. It wasn't something that was alive 100,000 years ago. That humanoid, that little tiny human thing, was alive not too long ago. Well, thank you, Robert Sanchez III. Do you believe in dragons? Katya does. She's always talking about dragon it's this, and dragon gestation periods. I think she believes in dragons and unicorns and shit like that. The only unicorn that I actually believe in is the one that existed that was in Barnum and Bailey Circus that had to be put down because somebody surgically implanted some kind of weird horn on it. Now I could be mistaken that Katya thinks that unicorns exist, but I think that, well, I think that she watched a show when she was maybe I'm getting a little confused. I think that she watched a show that had unicorns in it, like it was a cartoon. That's what I'm probably thinking. But she also watched Felix the Cat too, so you know, I could be mistaken. But that horse that Barnum and Bailey Circus had that had to be put down, that was the unicorn, it was a correct thing to do. What are you gonna do? Remove? The decision was made that removing the horn might have caused too much trauma to the horse. This is cruel. Like, what are you doing that for? You know, it just, come on. It's not fair. Is it fair? It doesn't really seem fair. Well, we're gonna alter this horse so it looks like a fucking unicorn. If they could do it, but they could put wings on it, then maybe I'd be all for it, and it could fly like Pegasus or something, then maybe. But it's just prancing around like a regular horse with a horn that they stuck on it. I don't know what they used for the horn. Some kind of bone, I'm sure. Grafted it into its head, you know? I think, you know, something like that. It's screwed up. Well, let's take this bone, and then we're going to, you know, kind of make it look sort of like a big screw, and then we're gonna, you know, we'll graft it onto the horse's head. Oh, it'd be fine. We'll make millions with it. It's insane. Fun fact about zebras: they don't make good riding horses. They're sort of like the African elephant, and that you can't really tame them. They were never able to like really He did it. I was waiting for him to do that. That's it. He goes for this area right here and it really hurts. I knew you were going to do it, dude. Thank you. It hurts. The farther back he gets, the worse it is. Like if he gets right here, it's like, oh fuck, Sam, you bastard. But African elephants they could never really domesticate them. They were sort of not very pleasant to be around, dangerous, but Asian elephants, absolutely, and Asian elephants are still used to this day. But African elephants, it never worked out, and that's pretty much true of zebras too. Like they just, you know, they're not going to do it. Okay, they don't want to be domesticated. A zebra doesn't want you riding on its back. You're not good. But I bet if I had a zebra, see, that's another thing. If somebody gives me $4 billion, not only will I do the Chickensaurus, the contact the aliens and cut a deal next time I'm up there in the interior of the sun, get the woolly mammoth DNA for the elephants so that we can get a woolly mammoth. I will also include in this deal, it's a package deal, I will take a zebra, a young zebra, a colt, or whatever they call a young zebra, and I will saddle break it. I will saddle train it, but I won't really be breaking it. I'll just sort of train it how I would train a horse. So I'll just get it accustomed to a saddle over, you know, accustomed to weight on its back over time, and interact with it daily. I can do it, but it's going to cost some money. So I'm going to throw that in. It's going to be a package deal. So if somebody's listening to this and they have a few billion to throw around, I'm going to throw that in. And not only that, not only the zebra, but if I can find a baby African elephant and we can make a big old African enclosure or something. We could have African. We'll buy a zoo, okay, with African elephants, and then when a baby African elephant is born, I'll try and get it tame enough that it can sort of do the same thing as an Asian elephant. Okay, is that good enough? Oh, and the gravity generator too. Don't forget about the gravity generator. I will do that. I'll do that. We'll work on that, and the machine that turns lead into gold. But we need funding. God damn it! Come on, Jeff Bezos. Come on, Elon, dude. Come on, Elon. Why not? My girlfriend has a degree in physics. It's a long shot. Fund the dog trainer that talks about crazy shit, okay? It's a long shot. It's like betting on a horse that's 100 to 1. You might get a big reward, okay? Elon and Jeff, Bill, come on, Bill Gates. I had Bill Gates in my cab when I was in Kansas City. True story. They said, go pick up an important man, Mr. Gates, down there at Gates Barbecue. This is true. And so I go pick him up. I'm outside, and he said, nobody's coming out. And I said, nobody's coming out. And he said, hey, just wait. This very important guy, just wait. It'll be worth your while. So I said, okay. They said, start the meter. That's what they said. They said, start the meter. He said, don't worry about it. Money's not an option. Bill Gates comes out, gets in the car, and he says, hi, I'm Bill Gates. And I said, hi, I'm Peter Kane. Nice to meet you. He goes, what do you do besides, did you do anything besides this? And I said, well, I'm an artist. Went to the Kansas City Art Institute. And you go, oh, that's interesting. Did you take any of the computer classes there? We set the, the whatever it was up with, whatever Microsoft does. And that's exactly how I was talking to him, like, oh, you make computers, right? He said, no, we don't make computers. We make the things that run the computers. And I said, oh, I see, I didn't see. I didn't really understand what he was talking about. Sort of understood, but not really. And he said, do you invest? And I said, no, I really don't have any money to invest. And he said, you should. You should invest in my company, and I guarantee you will make a lot of money. You get any amount of money together, you're going to make a lot of money. This was 1982. 1982. If I would have invested $200, I didn't have $200. I had to spend it on beer. That was important at the time. Bill, are you watching my live stream? I didn't invest in your company. I invested in beer and good times and making art. Now I got a Raven, but I'm still like, I got some lofty ideas. I need funding, Bill. I need some serious funding. I can't do it with this, this live stream. The super chat is very nice. I really appreciate it, y'all. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I need funding from Bill or Elon or Jeff. If we're gonna do any of this big stuff, how am I gonna make Katya the inland sea for the tiny dolphins? By the way, that's just what that'll come out of like my fee, But the majority of the money, man, if I make $100, this is the truth. If I make $100, most of it's being spent on art material. It is. So I've always been like that. I spend it on what's most important, which usually isn't myself. It's a fact. So just know that if Bill or Elon hears this and you want to fund me, listen, doesn't have to be $5 billion. We can start out with $1 or $2 billion, and I'll show you. We'll get some success. We'll get some projects going. I'll knock that chicken Soros out so quick. we'll have the chicken dinosaur, and then you'll be like, oh shit, this guy is not screwing around. Maybe he really can produce a gravity generator. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just a dog trainer, Bill and Elon. I'm more than a dog trainer. Would we eat the Chickensaurus? No, it'd be too expensive. You mean like if we were breeding them? I don't think that that's really the concern. Is like, is it going to be a more delicious chicken? We already have chickens. Why would we eat the cool-looking chicken? But they could make a fucking awesome pet for like a bird person like myself. I could have a couple Chickensauruses. But the other problem with the Chickensauruses is that as a pet, chickens don't live long. So would you really want a Chickensaurus that looks bitchin', but it can only last like 6 years? That would suck. Sam knows what I'm talking about. Like, why would, you know, why? Why? If you're gonna make it, what? This is my whole problem with the Chickensaurus. It's like, if you were gonna do that, why did they pick the chicken? There's some kind of reason that they picked the chicken. But as far as longevity goes, it's so stupid. So stupid. They're cheap, they're easy, so when you're making mistakes, it's not going to really matter. Give me another chicken egg, Dave, and let's see if we can turn this one into the Chickensaurus. Okay, coming right up. They should have used a large bird like an ostrich, because if you're going to have a dinosaur, it should be big and dangerous. See what I'm saying? I'm thinking they don't. They want to create a little tiny dinosaur. I want to create a big one. I want to do a velociraptor, and they want to make a little chicken dinosaur the size of Sam. It's pathetic. You know Jurassic Park? Mine would be better. I need money. I need funding, damn it. God, Elon, come on, man. I don't get it. Elon, dude, you know what you should really work on? I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but the Tesla should, lift off the ground and fly, and it should be set up so that anybody can fly. You don't have to have a pilot's license. All you gotta do is type in the address and it flies, please. Come on, man. By the way, I wanna talk about this real quick. I did have a suggestion to Elon, and that was that there should be turbines in the front of the cars that he's producing to produce electricity. And it's like people are so like set in their ways and like, no, that's impossible because it'll create drag. Well, yeah, of course it's gonna create drag. So does a mirror on the side of the car. So what I'm saying is, like, if you spend some money and you have some kind of wind turbine that can generate electricity that isn't creating a lot of drag, you're not using shit off the shelf. That wasn't what I'm suggesting. I'm not saying that you use like a windmill from Harbor Freight on the top of the car. Did I say that? No. And somebody else was saying, oh, you can't put solar panels on a car because it won't look good. What? Who gives a shit? Somebody else was saying, well, it won't work too because if a rock hits it, it's gonna break. What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? Don't you think that something could be put over the photovoltaic cell so that if something hits it, it's not going to break? You don't think that could be done? About 15 years ago, they came out with some kind of paint you can paint on that is the same thing as like a solar panel. So don't give me this BS. And when I'm talking solar panels, I'm not talking about just on the roof or the hood. Sam, that was rude. I'm talking about on the doors and everything. Utilize the whole thing. There's many times that the sun is going to catch the side of the car. It's space that isn't utilized. It's nonsense. It's not nonsense. It is. It's just total nonsense. What's the problem, Elon? Seriously, what's the problem? There's some kind of issue that it'll cost. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. And I'll tell you why I don't buy it is because I've seen the fully electric cars that are solar, like the ones that MIT made 15 years ago. They're one big solar panel. Or the solar plane, it's one big solar panel. Is the solar plane can it be used commercially right now? No. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have to check on this. I don't know where it is. You know, I don't know if they're using it for something, but it goes up for a long time. It does. It goes up for a long time. It's just so ridiculous. Like, we need to harness the sun, take full advantage of this, and nobody's doing it. It should be on every house in the world. It should be like solar panels. The government should put them on there for us. It should. But you get a huge tax write-off if you do it. It's gonna happen here. It is. It's gonna happen here. I did the legwork. I know how to do it. I have right out Sam's window. That would be over the mudroom. No, over the kitchen actually. That would be perfect for solar panels. Like absolutely perfect. So that's my thought. That's where they'll go. Question is 2412. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. But you want to use good batteries. I don't know. It's got to get done. Well, Sam. Sam wants his meat. Do you want meat to it? Sammy. I love Sam. He's a big idiot.
You're an idiot, Kane. Fuck you, Kane.
Sam is so very nice. I got Sam this book and he's cussing at me. I'll put this, Sam, I'm gonna put your book away. We'll keep it and we'll bring it out later. Right? You can look at it again. Right? You like this one, right? This was a good book? It was good, right? I'll put it out here. Oh, Sammy. Green eggs and Sammy.
Fuck you, Kane.
I'll finish sweeping up in here later, Sam. We'll put Hemingway's stuff back. We'll leave these for you. You're gonna have you want these wire cutters, Sam? You can have those. He likes tools. He likes tools. It's very smart. Come on, man. Let's see if it goes for his tool. Hello, toaster. Do you want this, Sam? How about that? Or how about your AK-47? Do you want your AK? Want that? If you had, which one would you rather have? An AK-47 or wire cutters?
Wire cutters would be better to build a bomb.
Okay, Sam, that's good. See, that's the way a Raven thinks.
AK is a great weapon, though. Quality.
Okay, Sam.
ducks, we would have eaten you every day.
So very nice, Sam. It's very nice he says that kind of stuff. Sort of a terrorist. Sam. What about your AK, man? Put it in your mouth and show everybody how you shoot it. Don't you want to shoot that? I hear a vampire creeping up the steps. Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ. See how she creeps around like that? It's fucking weird, right? I sort of heard her coming because I have this super, like, dog hearing stuff. And then she... God damn it, you did it again! Sam is not afraid of a vampire girl at all. Like, not even. It's true.
I'm also worried he'll peck my eye out though.
I'll take her eye out.
See?
He doesn't respect me as much as he respects you.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, he sort of leaves my head alone.
Well, he's never gone for my head. I don't know you, dude. You seem like a nice guy though.
He'd eat her eyeball. If we were deceased, he would definitely eat us.
I would be fast enough to get my eye away from him, but he would still probably peck my eyelid. But I'd be fast.
Because she's part bat. She's part bat. Katya's voice reminds me of Fiona Apple sometimes. Katya's voice is Pam Beasley. Pam Beasley from The Office. Listen. You should hear her when she talks to Bucket the cat. Get out of my room, dude. Get out of the room, dude. Oh, her singing voice. Well, I'm talking about her normal voice. It's fucking Pam Beasley. Or...
Pam Beasley. I heard about this graphic design class in New York. You know, I think it's a really great opportunity. Jim. Yeah, that sounds really awesome.
That's not Jim. But
Yeah.
your Pam Beasley's pretty good.
Jim, are you gonna do it? Well, you know, probably not.
Classic. I think we just saw that recently. That one. Pam Beasley. Especially like if Katya goes, like if the dogs are barking or something, and she wants to act like she's like really, you know, mad or shut up or something, it sounds just like, it really sounds like Pam Beasley, like even more than usual.
Like when I'm trying to actually yell.
Yeah, she's trying to yell and it sounds ridiculous. It's like Pam Beasley trying to yell.
The last time I did that, I remember I walked out of there and I was like, I don't think that did anything.
It didn't do anything. They didn't care. They're like, it's Pam Beasley yelling at us. We don't care. We don't. I'm just thinking about the video that I'm making with Sam Stuff from the 8, and I'm using part of this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a great video. Owners Read Pet Raven book. It'll be something like that, and it'll be mostly Katya. But it'll be me too. I don't know how that looks. All I know is the stuff that I was getting when you were talking.
It looks good.
We're having a meeting
It
here
looks good.
on art.
I've never seen Sam Grumman.
Really?
It looks awesome.
What do you think of my
Ooh.
my painting over there from the that was from when I was at the Shakespeare Conservatory. And that's my friend Margie Schnibby. It looks like she's smoking a doober, but I think she might be smoking a cigarette. That's Margie. And when I showed Margie this painting,
Mhm.
she did not like it. She did not think that it was very flattering. I
Does
don't
she
know.
have like a cock happening?
A what?
Like a cock?
Huh? What?
It looks like there's a cock coming off of her.
Where? What are you
In
talking
her midsection, there's like a skin-colored thing coming out.
That's her arm. She's smoking a cig.
And below that,
That's her other arm. It's laying on her It's laying on her leg. What are you talking about?
I see now.
Oh my God. I thought it was really flattering and how I did the like saber tooth, the red cat. And I don't know what I wrote down there. Has to.
I think
Do
it's
it
flattering
for-
that you painted Margie Shooby. If I were her, I would be flattered that I was in your painting, like the subject. And there was an awesome planetary thing and an awesome cat.
Okay.
And there's stalactites.
Right, and the part up there guarantees to heal all illness and gives lucky charms and holy water at each reading. She's sort of she's into that mystical stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like, I can't remember what was going on that I wrote that, but it was something like that. Yeah, I got the crystals in there, so.
The crystals are awesome.
Yeah, she might have had crystals, and I said, what are these? Oh, crystals, and I'm like, let me see. No, you can't touch those, you'll take all the energy out of them. I learned that from not just her, but like also other women that had crystals. You're not supposed to touch them unless they're your crystals.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
I'm sort of surprised you didn't know that. You have a crystal, don't you?
Yeah, I have a bunch, but I don't have them here.
Right. And do you think that they have like mystical powers?
Yeah, I'm relatively convinced, but I don't have very good skills. I know that like maybe they do cool stuff. I really just like having them because they are cool rocks, and I have an appreciation for how they were formed,
Right.
and I think they can signify something.
Is it an igneous or sedimentary rock? How are they formed? No, they're not. They're neither, right? Because it's a crystal. It's not really a rock. Is that right?
Is it a rock?
I don't think it
A
is.
crystal has like a perfect like lattice inside
Okay.
between all the atoms.
Right.
So and there's different lattice structures based on the type of crystal it is.
Right.
And so I think rocks might not have like the same types of lattice structures
Right.
as crystals. I don't know.
It must be a different cat because I know that there's igneous and sedimentary, and crystals are formed completely different, right? Because you can form a crystal in a jar with what like sodium, salt,
Mhm.
saltpeter, iodine. They'll
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, you just need the right conditions for the lattice to come together.
Right.
Yeah.
We could make diamonds if somebody, but some people are already doing that. We don't need to do that, and they're crappy anyway. Well, we would throw that in. We would have a big diamond factory, so that we'd just grow them so that nobody has to dig them up. And De Beers, we'd shut down De Beers because a diamond is the most common gemstone. It's the most expensive. What? What? If you fund us, we'll take care of De Beers. We'll buy out De Beers or something, and then we'll just start making them. We'll just flood the market with cubic zirconia. That doesn't make sense. It's the most common gemstone, but the most expensive? They're mined in Canada and Africa, and the poor people in Africa, they want money. It's a bad thing. It's a blood diamond. Don't buy diamonds. Diamonds are gross. They are. They're so disgusting.
Don't buy diamonds. The beer sucks.
See how Sam does that when I talk? All right, I guess that's it for tonight. That was pretty long, Sam. That was that was a long time. What about the? I don't know. Is that some giant diamond? We'll buy it. Well, you give me money, we'll get it out of the museum or whoever has it. We'll own it, and we'll cut it up into little tiny pieces to prove a point. But I need some money to do this stuff. It's quartz. Oh, who cares? Oh, really? It's just quartz? Is it big though? Is it like gigantic? I don't know anything about it. Just up the road from you. Really? What is it? Is it at Corning? Corning has it? Is that what you're telling me? Is it at the Corning Museum? Just a couple billion people. Come on. I know! Come on. I'm not saying you all, just like somebody that's rich. Yeah, oh, I don't know. Oh, really? Angel Crystal, Katya, insanely beautiful. That, I think they're calling you an eight. I don't know what that was.
Well, that would be extremely flattering.
Yeah. I'm more like a lump of coal, right? Thanks. Thanks a lot. I'm a lump of coal. I just had to turn the temperature up in the house. It's freezing. It's cold up here too. Sam's room. See how close I am to? It's a type of crystal. See how close I am to Sam's? See, I'm pushing him back with my head. But she is a sweet person. And yes, Katya is incredibly beautiful. Jesus, guys. Cubic zirconia is first made in Schenectady, I'm pretty sure. Oh, is that right? Did somebody make cubic zirconia there first? It was at least 22 degrees Fahrenheit outside this morning. That's nothing toxic. Yeah, oh, GE made it, really? Interesting. Let's talk about that, like GE and Westinghouse. Like those were powerhouses of technology at one point. Like Westinghouse built all that stuff for the Apollo landings, and then now Westinghouse. Westinghouse was around here because it's Westinghouse Road in Elmira. No, thank you, Vicious. Fargo, thank you. Sam has an Elizabeth era collar. What? Doesn't have a collar. There's nothing. All right, I guess we're going. We're going. Good night. Thank you, everybody.
Hey.
Really appreciate it. Good night. Thank you, Toxic. Thank you for being the destroyer. John D. Rockefeller. Fund us, please. Come on, man. John D. Rockefeller. Cashton Wolfscroft, whatever your name. Toxic Sheba. Thank you, Toxic. Anna S. I know you're there somewhere. Milk Road. See ya, Milk Roads. Chevy 99. Etherax. I don't know. We're going. Bye.